Hi, everyone.
How's it going?
I forget like the fakest voice everywhere. Hi. I should have left that fake voice on there. What up?
What's up, guys?
Hey.
Hola. Mis amigos.
So we're back for another episode
of Did We Really?
I'm Destiny.
And I'm Lo.
And we're happy to have you back.
Yes.
And the end. No, I'm just kidding.
And bye.
Lo sent me this post. Give me here. It's your post that you sent me with the airplane, the seats. I want to bring this up right at the top. It was on the Unwell page.
Big fans.
Yeah, we are. We really are. We're like, look at what they're doing. Do this. Do this.
They've been killing it on social media.
Seriously. So, Alex, if you're looking for 2 more podcast hosts, we're here.
Yeah.
Well, we're
I'll
happy.
talk about whatever you want.
Anything. We're down. Okay. Anyway, so it says there you have a 14-hour flight. Where are you sitting? And you'll see the post here. Lauren, where'd you choose?
I think I chose 5 or 7.
5 or 7. And now that's so that's Sabrina Carpenter and Billie Eilish on 5. And who's on 7?
That's Chapel Roan, and I think that's Doechii.
See, so she sent me this, right? And she gave her 2 options, and then I went searching to figure out if I had to. I don't. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do think that it'd be cool to sit by Miley Cyrus, but I have no clue who's left.
That's Olivia Rodrigo.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that'd be interesting. I do like some of her music.
I would love to sit next to Zendaya, but Tate McRae is in the way, so...
That's when you just lean over and you just talk to Zendaya.
I'm going to be that person on the flight.
Yeah, I like that you chose 2 outside seats, and I'm like, no, I'm probably going to go for 6, and I guess 1. I'll go for 1. But 6 is in between Keke Palmer and Taylor Swift and Lauren questions.
I love Keke. But then I was like, but then you're going to have to sit next to Taylor. And I am proudly not a Swiftie. Sorry, guys.
Neither am I.
I hope we don't lose followers or listeners.
I mean... They can get over it. Yeah, I'm not a Swiftie. I don't really care for her music. Don't get me wrong, though. They are catchy.
Yeah.
Like, when you hear it, you're like, all right, cool.
I love Lover, and I think that's about it.
I like the one where it's like, I wear T-shirts, she wears short skirts.
Not us knowing the whole song.
But it's in between Keke Palmer and Taylor Swift. And I think that Taylor is a vibe as a friend. I see her in all the awards.
You're right. And
Keke
she dances
Palmer,
the same as we do. So
for real. Like, we got so much rhythm, just like...
Did you see Keke Palmer at the... Was it called the SAG Awards? For movies and TV?
No, I didn't.
She looked so good. I'll put a picture of her right here. But she was just like, her hair and the dress. It was so good.
Yeah, I'm telling you guys, if you've not gone to see their movie...
Oh, is it already out?
Yes, I've watched it. Do you want to go watch it again? Because
Yes.
I'll go with you.
I didn't know that was out.
If you've not gone to see One of Them Days with Keke Palmer and SZA in it, Lauren obviously hasn't, so we're gonna have to go watch this. It is amazing. It is hilarious, and I died laughing. And if I hadn't already loved Keke, this made me love her more, and SZA.
Yeah,
she's like a vibe. These 2 truly best friends. This is what you call ride or die best friends. Okay, because they give it to each other honest.
Right.
But they still have each other's back.
I need to go see it real bad.
Yeah, you do.
It's Des and Lo, and this is the Did We Really podcast. Killed it. I love it.
I want the tea. When you give me a story, give me the tea. He's gonna love that.
He hates me so much for so many things I put in there. Oh, God.
Oh, my God. Okay, all right. Welcome back, guys.
Welcome back.
Like we said before, I'm Destiny.
And I'm Lo. Like, I think we said already,
Yeah.
if you didn't know.
I feel
Because
like
in the intro, we say, I'm Des, and I'm Lo, and then we're like, oh.
Yeah. Well, see, look, I feel like I watch all these other podcasts and they introduce themselves, and we gotten so used to only talking to like our normal crowd. Yeah. We are going to get more people who don't know us, and we're just talking to them
That's true.
like they've known us our entire lives. So we're going to reintroduce ourselves every time. From breaks, if we leave for the bathroom, we're coming back, and I'm going to be like, I'm Destiny.
Deal.
All right, so tell me about your weekend. How's it been?
Yeah, it was good. We went to Choctaw for the first time and had way too much fun. We went to see Tom Segura. He was hilarious. And then we decided to stay an extra night because we got a little taste of the slot machine. Okay. I wanted to go to the tables, but they were pretty full. And I was just honestly chicken. But he got a little taste of it the first night. We were like up like $300 or something like that. So we're like, we're going to stay another night. We basically just paid for another like night stay.
Yeah. I want to go back. It's so much fun. I told them to set a limit, but I don't know if they did.
We left on a good note. We sat in a double chaired slot machine.
I played that one.
Yeah.
And we won.
Fun.
Did you win there too?
We won there. And that was the last one. We were up and we left.
Y'all ran as fast as you could.
We did. But also Rascal Flatts was there the night afterwards. So it was a lot of country bands. Yeah. Did y'all stay up late?
I don't know I know in Vegas, like it's a little different because you're in the casino and you don't really feel the time.
Not really. The first night, a little bit, but I did go up to the room because I was exhausted and Gabe went back down. I'm telling you, he liked it.
Wow.
He came back with snacks and water. That's what his excuse was. I'm going to go get some snacks and some water. Maybe hit a few on the way back. I'm like, you do you. I am going to be in bed. But no, we weren't up too late. It was fun.
It's so interesting to me. Like, I mean, I like going there because it's fun. I like to people watch. But then, like, it's very interesting that you can go from one section without the smoking. And then, like, it's just like as soon as you cross over, it's like right into the smoking section.
That was like the only thing that I really didn't like about it. But so next time we'll stay on the non-smoking. So we did go over there and gamble a little bit, but we're losing. So we're like, no, back to the smoke.
Back to the smokers. Bringing this all our luck. They were calming your nerves without actually thinking about it.
Yeah, I know. It was the nicotine just in the air. Yeah, it was good though. Did you do anything this weekend?
Heather came to town, so my best friend, as y'all all know, we've talked about her multiple times, was in town. She came in Thursday, and then she went and watched her stepson play baseball, and then Kylie had a softball tournament. So we were in Fort Worth all weekend, all day. We had to wake up at 5 in the morning. We were playing softball, or not we, because I wasn't playing softball, but Kai was playing softball. And then they came and hung out with us. So it was kind of like our regular... I mean, if any of these parents listen to my podcast, I'm sorry. But, like,
hey.
Those parents are not a vibe. We talk to the parents a lot. Like, we all, we vibe. And, like, this one, since she's picking up with them, we just, like, look around. And I'm like, oh, y'all are making this day longer. Because, like, nobody's really talking. Mind you, like, we're not going and talking to them. But, like... They all just kind of, like, separate. Like, when it comes to our
Do they
team,
cheer? Like, are they vocal?
Not really. Not really. Like, they're
boring.
like, go. Like, that's about it. Like, our parents are like, go. We're cheering for every single one of them. Like, we're all talking.
I get crazy
gossiping.
and it's not even my kid.
Yeah. Like, it's like a vibe. But this one, I was just like, we're out here all day long. I was hoping I'd get some Panther City. But instead, they wanted to go to the championship and play, so...
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping they lost so we could go get some Panther City. But they did. They didn't. They won. And my kid hurt her shoulder. So, yeah, that's where we're at. So that's all I did. I didn't do much. I mean, we hung out. We went on a hunt for Pickle Hot Cheetos.
Yes, we've been doing the same.
Apparently there's some at the Kroger. By you.
Well, I'm gonna stop on the way home.
Yeah, if you find some, can you grab an extra bag for me, please?
I swear I've been looking, though. That's my store, usually. So, I don't know. I'll have to look again. How do you know that?
So when Heather was leaving, she went and searched on the internet to see where she could
They're
find
probably
it.
gone. I swear I see, like, a bunch of people just grabbing all of them.
They're so good.
Have you tasted?
She found bags. She found like 4 bags, but she was taking them home.
Yeah.
And so we tried to make her feel bad a little bit, but she was like, "Oh, I'm taking these Pickle Hot Cheetos home." I was like, "No, I wouldn't blame you.
These are mine."
Exactly. But she let us try them, and they're delicious. I will down a bag.
So if you don't know what we're talking about, they're pickle flavored.
Oh, yes.
If you didn't know. So tahini is pretty much, that's my thing. I don't know.
In your popcorn?
Mm-hmm. Tahini and a pickle at the same time.
And a pickle.
Y'all, it's the last week of February. Mm-hmm. It went by really quickly. Everybody was like, why is January freaking so long? And now it's
Do you
March.
think February went by fast? Because I feel like it's been taking forever.
Really? Yeah, I do. But I think it's because it's my birthday month and like the best day is at the first day.
Who cares about the rest?
Except for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I feel like February has drug on forever.
Well, it's almost over.
It is literally a Friday. It's Friday?
Yeah.
It's a leap year.
It is. The 28th. Is it? Is that what that means? I don't even know. You don't know what we're talking about.
How did they do it? They used to like count it by knuckles, didn't they? Like, I feel like someone taught us like that. Oh boy.
Yeah, but what does it mean?
I don't know because I never really paid attention. I just knew that they used their knuckles.
I thought there was just an extra day, or
leap year. We're short the day. We don't have the 29th.
Right. I'm cutting this. Jen, you want to cut some more funding?
We're both like,
look at us.
You're February. You should know this.
I know.
Oh well, you don't have to worry about it. You're at the
That's
first.
What I said. I only care about the first.
She's like, leap year's every year. Who cares about the rest of the days of February?
Yep.
Okay. Anyways, all right. So last week of February, we've stayed on the topic of love. We got a little bit messy last week, and we're going to get a little bit more messier this week because our favorite show is currently airing again.
Yes. I feel like all of the other spinoffs are like better. Like there's Love is Blind, like in all the other different countries.
It's because they have an accent.
Juicier.
Like, tell us more. Yeah. British men.
Just keep talking.
Yeah, I agree. I do like the other ones, but we keep watching the one here because, y'all, it's just messy and messier every season.
So we basically follow, like, what are their names? Alex, Madison. If you haven't, go watch. Fast forward 15 seconds, but none of them end up together at the end of these 8 episodes. A few of them do. Alex.
Oh, you mean outside of the rooms, outside of the pods?
Right.
Oh, okay. Yes.
They were like about to get engaged and then said peace out.
Now, I don't remember all of their names.
Yeah.
So I
just remember the 4 of them.
The nose ring girl, the artist?
Yes.
And her name is Madison.
Yes.
And then she was...
Mads.
Mm-hmm. She was...
Talking to Alex and Mason and Alex. Those were her 2. And I was cheering on Madison and...
Alex.
Mason. And then she was like, no, peace out. I'm going to go with Alex.
For everybody, I know we've talked about Love is Blind before, but for anybody who's new, who's listening, Love is Blind, you go to a pod, they separate the women and the men. You don't get to see them. You have to sit in a room and just talk. And this is how you're going to meet your fiance because that is the only way you get to meet the person that you're supposed to be falling in love with. Okay, that's really all the gist of it. So we're figuring out. You're dating everybody, and you start narrowing down, but you continue to date until you're ready to decide who's your fiance. So I did not like Mads. I like her vibe.
I wanted to like her so bad.
I like her vibe.
Yeah.
But I did not like that she was upset with Mason because she kept saying, I want to be chosen. But she was still dating 2 guys, and then she was kind of upset that he wasn't picking her.
She knew that he was also dating somebody else, which is what they're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't get upset at somebody for something that you're doing, too.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
Yeah, that's what bothered me about her. I was just like, why are you...
I feel like they were vibing. I feel like, hopefully, maybe, because I do like them. I hope that Mason and Madison get together and, like, make each other happy at the end.
All the previews I keep seeing is Mason is with the other girl. The one that believes in aliens. Yeah.
They split. Are they gonna get back together?
On the previews, they walk in holding hands.
Stop.
Madison and Meg were Mason's love interest. Madison, she's artsy. She's a cute girl. She's vibey.
So cute.
But I liked Meg because I felt like she was so authentically like goofy in herself.
Yeah,
like
and
they
she
were
like aliens.
Yeah,
and the movie Her.
That was like, oh my gosh, that thing was ridiculous. Yeah. Oh my gosh, you were brought up this movie. Okay, so anyways, all right, so we digress. We digress. So we're talking about obviously Love is Blind and like the people we have, but I have some questions and some topics because they just kind of make me think a little bit outside the box. Like, are these things that we'd put up in a relationship, mind you, they're like, 4 weeks in. So Lauren and David are together, and somehow now that they're in the real world, quote unquote, after they go on their honeymoon, they get their phone backs and they get their phone backs. They get their phone back? They get their phone back and they get to finally talk to all of their family and they go back into the real world, essentially. Like, they're, like, booted. So, like, they just had 10 days secluded. They were only talking to them. And then they go from, like, I think it's, like, probably a week in this most amazing vacation where they're secluded. They get this, like, dream life. And then they're booted right back into the real world. So now they're having to talk to all their family. They're having to tell them they found somebody. They're having to go back to the city that they were in. And so apparently what happens is it got back to David's family about her. Uh-huh. And so, like, they were bombarded with a lot of shit. And first red flag for me with him, and we'll see as we keep watching, is he continues to talk about needing his sister's approval.
Okay, see, I missed that conversation. I caught a little bit of it when they were, like, finalizing being together in the pods. Mm-hmm. So what's the deal with his sister?
I don't know. He just, like, I don't feel like it really, like, went into it, but he continues to make this point of, like, my sister has to approve. My sister's gonna like you. Of her.
Because apparently maybe the sister didn't, like the whole idea of him going in the first place?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she was like, you're not gonna find anybody good enough. It's like a dumb idea, like, whatever. And so that's one. And we'll come back to this. But 2, so somehow they end up being intertwined a little bit. Like, friends knew each other, or their friends knew each other. So now it's coming back. And what happened is she was dating a guy, like, a few months. I can't tell you exactly. I want to say 6 because it's in my head, but I don't know. She was dating a guy a few months before she went into the pods. Mm-hmm. Now, they all apparently know a few months ahead of time that they're going to be on this experiment.
Right.
And I can't tell you if it was before or after she knew. But she was dating a guy a few months before, and David found out, and he's, like, holding it over her head because
wasn't she the one that, like, was like, oh, I haven't had sex in, like, so long?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think there was another one that said that.
Okay.
But he continues to bring up, like, it's so weird that she was dating somebody before this, and then she came to this, and now she wants a husband. And he continues to kind of go down that because he's like, I wasn't dating anybody. I think he said 4 years, but I could be lying. So we're just going to give him a year. He said that he hadn't been dating anybody for a year, like, doing nothing. And I hate that he's, like, holding this thing over her head because she continues to explain it to him. So the more you watch, the more you're going to hear her explain herself to him. And, like, all she's telling him is basically, like, look, we did go on dates, but, like, he wasn't, like, a boyfriend. Like, we were dating,
Right.
but it wasn't anything, like, serious.
Yeah.
And I decided that I wasn't going to do anything further. And, like, she admits to, like, hooking up with him. She admits to doing all these things. And, like, he
They weren't
continues
boyfriend and girlfriend, though.
Yeah, no, and he keeps honing in on it. He's like, how can she date somebody and then come to this project and now she wants to be married? And it's like, because she was dating to get married, and so she had to date the guy to figure out if she didn't like
That's why she
him.
went into this process,
Yeah.
because she wasn't having luck elsewhere.
Yeah, and it's like he continues to say, it's like he's worried about the perception of what it's going to be versus taking her for the person that he
Right.
liked and he obviously fell in love with and proposed to her because he proposed to her. She didn't propose to him.
Yeah.
So, like,
It sounds like you
bothered
didn't
me.
like the amount of time, or like that was gray area, like the amount of time that she was seeing this guy before she went into Love is Blind. But, like, who
And
cares?
yeah, it's not like she was married. She wasn't engaged. It wasn't her fiance.
Yeah.
They weren't living together and she booted him out before she should get into the show. Like, she was dating a man before she got on the show.
As you should.
Yeah. And, like,
They're like 24. I don't even
I don't know. I think they're a little bit, I think they're like late 20s maybe.
Yeah.
But anyway, so my question is, so his big thing is like, oh my God, you're dating somebody. My question is, would it bother you if your partner was dating someone right before meeting you? Take our partners out of it. Take yourself into the dating world right now. Would it bother you if you were dating somebody and you found out they were dating somebody right before you?
No, because then they're prepped.
Someone did all the hard work.
No, I don't think so. I mean, like, in the dating world, there's even overlap, I feel like, sometimes, especially if you're dating multiple people. Like, that's a thing. Everybody's different. Like, you can date one person in hopes that you guys want to be exclusive, but, like, when you're young, you go on a date with one guy one night, you go on a date with another guy that next weekend. You have to, like, meet people and find out who you like, and then you hone in on the person that you enjoy being around and then make it exclusive. Like,
Seriously.
so no, I wouldn't be upset if somebody that I got serious with was dating someone before. That's silly. Yeah.
Like, I it's life. I mean, yeah, I guess I would be more upset. Like, I don't know about upset. I don't think I'd be upset. I'd be a little more cautious if they were dating seriously right before me.
Like, a
because
serious relationship.
because then I would just worry about being the rebound.
Right.
Like, oh, you're not going to take me that
Yeah.
serious because you're just rebounding right now.
Right.
Like, I don't know. I think that it's dumb that that he's holding this to her.
Yeah.
And he's like holding her feet to the fire for no reason. I don't like it.
I guess we'll see. I don't know. Yeah, no, that's silly. But no, I get what you're saying. Like, I guess if somebody had a girlfriend for 6 months, they probably liked each other. They might have even moved in with each other, or, like, you know. Then, yeah. I mean, I might be like, are you over your ex? Or, you know, I need to make
Are
sure
you are you getting under someone to get over somebody else? I think it's ridiculous. But even after all of this, like, what do you think is the right amount of time before you get engaged to somebody? What do you think the right amount of time is, even just to, like, you broke up? What's the right amount of time to date somebody again? To date somebody seriously?
Depending on how long the relationship, say it's a serious relationship, you're with somebody for a year. That's what I consider serious. If you're seeing somebody for a year, that you're locked in at that point.
Locked in.
Everybody's different. Like, if you're going to therapy, like, and you're having healthy
Therapy.
ways of coping rather than just getting under somebody to get over somebody, like, I mean, I feel like you could be ready in a month or two, you know?
You think?
I think so.
I feel like that's kind of
Depending on the person. Like, imagine it's like your soulmate that you meet and you just, it flows. And it,
I mean, I can't knock you. Like, I think Ryan and I started dating pretty quickly after my breakup. So,
yeah.
and after his breakup, before me.
I'll let you guys know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously, the more time, the better to like heal and be your, like, figure out who you are without somebody.
Yeah.
But I mean, if it's the right person, I don't see a problem. Definitely give yourself time. I'm going to say, like, yeah.
Yeah,
At least
like
2 months.
like 3 days at least, you know? Just a little bit of time.
Listen, I don't like to be alone. I get that. I might have agreed with you if you would have said that.
Yeah, all right. Well, okay, so let's get back to the topic of having the family approval. Think of it as your situation with Gavin. Gavin is my brother, but Gavin and Lauren are siblings,
Blood.
like grew up like this, you know? So, I love him like a brother, but it's a little different for you. So just think of it like that. Like, do you feel, in all honesty, do you feel like you hold any kind of approval over his significant others? Just straightforward with that.
I mean, yeah. You want especially your little brother or like sister. Like, think about it with Madison.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I'm going to have a lot to say when she starts dating somebody.
Yeah, not only that, but like that would officially become my family at some point.
Okay, so say he went off to do Love is Blind. Mm-hmm. I'll even say Maddie goes off to do Love is Blind in her late 20s.
That makes a little more sense.
What is it important for you to be like, you know what, like, this person better love you correctly? Like, are you going to come in so ready to judge this person where your brother is so scared for your approval? Or are you more like laid back and like, girl, this is your decision at the end of the day. Like, you got to make up your mind.
It is his decision at the end of the day because he's an adult. I mean, you can guide him through or guide them, you know, like, I'm seeing a bit of a red flag here. Mm-hmm. But what can you do?
I don't know. It's so weird to me when I see like these people and like they're so terrified of their family's opinions on these things, and I'm just like, I don't know. Like, yeah, I feel like I'd probably have an opinion. I'd be like, let me tell it to you straight, like what I feel or what kind of vibe I'm getting from this person. But at the same time, I'm like, at the end of the day, you're adult. You decided to go into this. Like, if you're gonna get married, then remember all the consequences that happen if you don't really like them. But it just trips me out, like, of how much approval they're searching for their families, because I don't know if it's just like, yeah, I want my family to like who my partner is because I like my family and I'm around them so much.
Right.
Like, I'm not a person who's like, yeah, my family doesn't matter because I'm not around them that much. Like, no.
But what if they didn't like Ryan? What would you do?
I mean, my family has not liked a boyfriend before, and I stayed with them.
Yeah, but you're an adult now.
And I'm
like,
adult.
These people are on Love is Blind. Like,
it's very, like, I think I would have to understand where they're coming from. Like, I'd need them to have a conversation. And if their points were only, like, this is too short. Like, if it's only, like, you're just, like, caution versus, like, they see something within that person's, like, personality or, like, the things that they're doing.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna be like, okay, well, only time can tell. Like, we're gonna date, but if it's something like they see him, like, I hate the way he talks to you, like, then I'm gonna, not only if I'm probably like, you're just tripping, like, whatever, I'm gonna think about it. Yeah. Then every time he talks to me, I'm like, oh, I see why they hate, like, you talk to me like that. Yeah. Don't talk to me like that. Yeah. I don't know, but I'm very vocal in the way that I am. Like, I'm gonna talk about the things that bother me. We always talk. Communication has been our big thing for February, but, like, that's who I am. So unless they can tell me things about the person that they physically know, like, they've talked to the person, they've understand them, they got the vibe, these are the things that they can tell me about them, then I'm going to really take to what they say to heart. But if they're only telling me things because they heard it from another friend who had a friend who maybe dated them, like, all right, well, I'm currently with them 24/7.
Yeah.
So who am I going to believe?
I
Betsy?
have his iPad.
Yeah, like
I see all of his texts.
I'm not going to believe Tiffany from 3 years ago,
which is
who's
what
mad.
seems like this is happening with what's their names?
Yeah.
On Love is Blind.
David and Lauren.
Is it Lauren? I thought it started with an S.
No, you thought his name was like Steven. She's still off.
I've been binge watching this, okay, and they all look the same, mind you.
Okay, they do, and that's a topic that we're going to bring up right now. These guys on Love is Blind, these men.
I'll put a meme here so you can understand what we're talking about.
Because it's going around everywhere. It's your generic white guys. They've said like they're even copy and paste versions.
They
of each other.
look
Different
like
fonts.
Brothers. Yes, it is crazy. There's a few like people of color.
Where are they from again? Where's this one being hosted?
I have no idea.
Minnesota?
That's where Madison's from, so maybe.
I think so, because they talked about when they were leaving vacation that they were going back to the cold.
Minnesota? No, that's not how they say it. Minnesota.
They say it like a Canadian, right?
Minnesota.
Why you gotta put your chin down for it? Yeah, they all look so much alike. Like this was not a variety type of Love is Blind here. So like literally these girls were falling in love with these men's souls because it wasn't their look.
Yeah.
Even though there wasn't really a bad looking guy there.
No. They weren't ugly by any means. They just all looked the same.
So when you go into the show, like, did you think that you would have like you're not going into the show, but for people who are going in there, like, are they really bringing out a checklist like for their husband? Like, could you imagine going in there and being like, all right, I need him to.
That would be you.
Is it like your tone? Me?
Yes.
No, I don't think I would.
You would have a checklist.
I would just be talking. I would just be like,
ChatGPT.
Tell me about everything in your life. I want to know from the first memory you've ever had.
Like what you did with Ryan. I need to know everything.
I did, but it was great. Like, we technically did Love is Blind, but I saw him. There was a lot of things that I've been through in my life, and I needed to know up front his whole life, and let's just get right to it versus me figuring it out over years.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. It was fun for me because like he was telling me stories, and I'm telling you, like, I think that he got nervous with some of them because I think that he thought like
it would be a deal breaker.
Yeah, and me, I was like, oh my gosh, tell me more.
It's like, I've never been heard like this before.
I love it. I want to know your entire story.
Yeah.
When he was here, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, all of his stories, it's like it was a whole nother version of him. It's like his old chapters, you know? So, like,
I feel like we need to get him on again and, like, go through like his whole life story because I know Ryan, but I feel like I need to get to know him more because I'm not gonna just sit there and like sit down, Ryan. I'm gonna ask you fucking everything before you marry my sister. I need to know you're right with her.
Yeah, well, he probably would have wanted it on the podcast, but I'm sure you could do that any other time, you know? But yeah, like, it's just I like to know the stories, and I think it's because I've always allowed like very vagueness to happen, and then like I wanted to know everything, and he was willing to tell me. There was some funny shit that I found out from him. I really like
anything you want to tell the people.
I'll tell you off the camera because it's funny to me, and then I genuinely asked him. So anyways, all right, well, I don't really know if we have much more on this Love is Blind take today because, you guys, it's kind of boring. I needed to know, like, these men feel like sissies to me.
I'm on episode 6. That's because I started over.
I could probably watch. I typically try and watch them. So every time a new, like, 5 episodes drop, I watch from the very beginning. So I can try and, like, pick it all up again. It's just how my brain works.
No, I love it. It's just a lot of time.
It's just normally playing. Like, I'm not like...
Yeah. Just in front of the TV like a little kid.
Yeah, it's normally just playing. Like, That's how I rewatch so many things. Ryan gets, I think I've talked about it before. Like, Ryan gets over me because I'll watch the same shows over and over and over again. But it's because they're playing while I'm doing things.
Yeah,
so it's like I pick up on different things. I'm like, oh.
That's why I had to start over, because I feel like when I'm doing things, I can't, like, focus.
Next year, though, or next season, I want to do the thing where we put this sheet over the TV. This is one day me and you are just going to binge it.
That's going to drive me crazy. I'll try.
What you can do is you're going to try and find... No, I want you... So here's the deal. Next time the new season of Love is Blind is out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be the one to... We'll keep the notes of the personality. I can do that.
Okay.
And you will try and find photos, not of them, but like photos to fit what you think they'll look like.
Okay.
At least maybe hopefully in the same kind of spectrum.
Okay.
That'll be interesting.
I like that idea.
Did you want to take on one of these Reddit stories that I
think we should read one.
I've not heard this story. I'm excited.
Okay, this is... Am I the asshole for refusing to forgive my friends for keeping my boyfriend's cheating a secret? I, 25, female, just got out of a 4-year relationship after finding out my boyfriend had been cheating on me for months. The worst part, almost all of my closest friends knew, and no one told me. We've all been part of the same friend group since college, hanging out every weekend, taking trips together, and supporting each other through everything, or so I thought. A few weeks ago, I got a message from a girl I didn't know. She told me she had been seeing my boyfriend and had just found out he was in a relationship. At first, I thought she was lying or mistaken, but she sent screenshots, texts, photos, even a video of them together. I felt like my whole world shattered. When I confronted my boyfriend, he admitted everything. He had been cheating for nearly a year, and my friends knew. They saw him flirting at parties, caught him sneaking off with her, and even overheard conversations about it. When I asked them why they didn't tell me, they gave me excuses. It wasn't our place. We didn't want to be involved. We thought you might already know. I was devastated. These were the people I trusted the most, and they let me be blindsided. I cut off my ex immediately, but my friends? That's been harder. Some have apologized, saying they feel awful, while others are acting like I'm overreacting. They keep inviting me to things, expecting everything to go back to normal, but I can't seem to look at them the same way. Now they're saying I'm being unfair by holding this against them, that I shouldn't throw years away of friendship over this. They knew, they saw, and they chose to stay silent while I was being lied to. Now they expect me to just move on like nothing happened. But how can I ever trust them again? Am I the asshole?
No, you're not the asshole. As being, well, I don't know if I've ever seen like a friend get cheated on, but like I know I've heard things, and I know I haven't said things. This was younger Destiny, and I didn't say anything because I was always worried that they would never believe what I had to say because I had no proven facts.
Yeah.
But if I saw a friend's boyfriend physically cheat on my friend, I'm gonna tell. I'm telling, like, well, I don't know about instantly. Maybe not like right that second. I'd probably tell that second, but like, I'd be like, girl, we gotta go get coffee. I gotta go pick you up. Gotta call you in the morning. Like, there's a lot of shit going on here. I hope they're apologizing.
Well, some of them did, apparently, and some of them are just like, it wasn't my place, which maybe, like, the ones that were apologizing were maybe close to her, but even then, it's like, those weren't your friends. Those weren't your friends.
No, your real friend is
curious.
Your real friend's at least going to tell you. Yeah. And then if you're like, oh, I know, and I'm working out, then they'll be like, okay, dumbass, well, we're not going to say nothing anymore.
I'm curious to know if she was friends with these people before she got in this relationship.
Do you think they're like friends because of the relationship? You think that's what's happening here?
I have no idea.
I couldn't do it. I could not be friends with somebody who who couldn't tell me that. Now, I have been a friend who has known a friend that was cheating on her boyfriend and didn't say nothing then, but that was girl code, you know?
Yeah.
I couldn't say anything then.
I would have just like maybe slipped him a note.
You would have? Okay, if it's your friend cheating on their boyfriend, you would? I didn't. That was girl code.
I get girl code, I guess, like as an adult now.
I mean, I'm going to tell them it's not right, but I'm also not going to go tell their partner.
Yeah. I guess it just depends. Because, like, nobody deserves that, you know?
I hear you. I'm not for it. Like, yeah,
Destiny,
take me out. I'm gonna be the one that has your back. No, but like, I'm definitely gonna call you out. I'm like, you should probably reevaluate your relationship if you're gonna be doing
are you
this.
Even happy?
Yeah, but also, I'm not gonna go tell your man. I'm hoping you're gonna tell your man. But if he asks me, probably not gonna lie.
What if he puts a Bible in front of you and been like, I need you to put your hand on this? What is happening to us? I'd have been like,
I learned in church you're not supposed to swear on God. And I believe that with my whole heart.
No, yeah. It's just, that's a shitty situation. All the comments are like, not the asshole. Those are not your friends.
Yeah, no.
Agreed.
Those are not your friends. If they cannot be honest with you, no.
Especially girls, like, yeah, feel like that's the girl code. Like, what the hell?
That's truly girl code. Yes, somebody should have had the balls to say something, because I definitely would have turned it back on them and been like, okay, cool, maybe your boyfriend's cheating on you, and then I'd leave it. Like, I just be real petty, right? Yeah. And then you're like, cool. Oh, you don't like the feeling? Oh, I'm sorry. You don't like it if your boyfriend's cheating on you, and I knew. What?
Yeah.
Curious. That's interesting.
Curious. so curious.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't do that. I believe in girl code. I believe in girl code, like, wholeheartedly. Yeah. So, like, tell your friend. Somebody has to rip the Band-Aid off.
Slobber.
I thought you said slobber. No. And they saw him. That's the worst.
Yeah.
Those are horrible.
That obviously means they were hanging out with him without her.
Yeah, so you're thinking that they're his friend.
So they're being sneaky.
You think one of them were hooking up with him?
Probably.
Oh, I'd fight.
He sounds like that kind of person.
He sounds like that.
So
I'd fight. Sad. My fighting days would come back to me.
At least they admitted it. 4 years, though? Damn.
And he was cheating on her it wasn't like a once. Like, it wasn't like one time and they just never mentioned it. It was a whole entire year that they knew this.
If you're in love with somebody else, freaking let go of that other person.
Seriously. Like, move on. It's time. I always say like this, too. Like, go be happy.
Yeah.
Like,
life's too short.
You're not doing you or your partner a favor. Like, go be happy. And leave.
Especially if there's no kids involved.
Mm-hmm.
I always say that. I always have to say that. Because, like,
yeah,
people will stay for the kids.
It's always a little trickier when you got a kid.
But
you got to worry about their life and how they turn out as an adult.
Even then, though. Even then. Look at me now. Thanks, Mom and Dad. I'm just kidding. It gets so dark sometimes. I'm sorry. I like to laugh.
Look at me now. Oh, I lost my headphones. I'm not putting those things back on. But oh my gosh.
Am I right? You're in the same situation
my
as I am.
parents divorced, yes. You came in with the cheating scandal. I don't know what's happening over there.
I'm just saying, separation. Don't stay together for the kids.
No, yes, don't stay together for the kids. Even though that was a very hard time in my life. You know, we were young.
It was hard.
Like, crying. I was like, oh my gosh. Look what y'all did.
Why could you do this to me? Look at my little brother. Look at him.
Luckily, Maddie was very tiny, so I didn't have to worry about it. My 13-year-old self was going through some trauma, but she was just like, oh.
2 Christmases.
Oh, I love that all of our parents are going to listen to this. Oh, y'all are the best.
And look at you now.
Mm-hmm. Look at you now. Living.
Happy.
Thriving.
Yes.
All right. Well, bye, parents. Okay. Anyways, all right. Well, I think that was a good one to end on.
That was great.
She's not an asshole. If your friends know your boyfriend's cheating on you for a year and don't tell you, they are not your friends.
Same goes with guys too, right?
What do you mean?
Like if the situation was flipped.
If your boys knew your girl was cheating,
Yeah.
Guys wouldn't do that to each other unless they were sleeping with her.
You wouldn't look out for your boy?
I'm saying, like, guys won't do that. Guys will be all upfront about it.
Yeah.
Girls, on the other hand, are like, I don't know what she's gonna think
She's
about
just not that pretty anyways.
Dang.
Well, if they weren't her friends, they were probably talking like that.
Yeah. No, I feel like it's very different, which is really crazy to me that girls are like that. I don't know.
I do no longer surround myself around those kinds of people. So anyways.
That's why we only have a few friends now. All right. Well, I think we're done for today.
Yeah. Dust has her headphones off. She's ready to go.
Well, they fell off and I wasn't struggling to put it back on. So we're good here.
All right, y'all. Right? Well, happy almost March, and we'll see you in March.
Mm-hmm. Guess what? March is Women's History Month.
Yep.
Yeah, we're going to talk about all of our body dysmorphia that we hate.
I mean, it's something that we go through.
Y'all were not here for the conversations we were getting. Maybe we'll talk about it in March. Okay, anyways, we're out of here.
All right, guys. Peace out.
Bye. Oh, follow us on our socials. We always got to remember to tell you this. You, who's watching me right now, follow us in our hand model on our socials. Did We Really Podcast, or on the YouTube.
On the YouTube.
Go ahead and get us wherever you can so you can give us some feedback, some of your crazy stories. Oh, and our Reddit. I always forget about our Reddit.
Yeah.
All right. Do what you got to do.
We'll remind you, and we're going to try and get some guests on next month. So if you're interested, you want to come promote your business, talk about your business.
You got a story to tell.
A story. We love stories, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Did your girlfriends not tell you that your boyfriend was cheating on you? I'd like to hear about it.
Yeah, I'd like to know how you handled that.
Yeah. All right, guys. We love you, and see you next week.
Okay, bye. We forgot. Did we really talk about white people and copy and pasting and Love Is Blind?
Did I really celebrate divorce?
Did our parents really traumatize us in our teens? We're just kidding, guys. Are you ready to elevate your brand? Because Collective Dallas is ready to take it all the way up.
From Fortune 500s to startups like your cousin's Candle Biz, they do it all. Web design and branding videos.
So stop Googling how to stand out and let the pros handle it. Hit up collectivedallas.com and create something amazing.
And if you want to run ads on our podcast, email us. We're like the Collective Dallas of podcasts, kind of.
Maybe.
But email us at
didwereallypodcast@gmail.com. Yes, that will eventually change to at didwereallypodcast.com, but right now it's at Gmail. Take it or leave it. Goodbye.
bye.